Now, assuming one day you'd like your side hustle to become your main source of income, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why that side hustle may not be working, with the number 1 reason right at the end. Stay tuned. You are not solving a problem. You're not solving a big enough problem, or you're not solving a serious enough problem. Problems can come in many forms. You need to consider whether the idea you have is a headache pill or a vitamin. If it's a headache pill, people will pay for that all day long because they want their headache to go away, and they will throw money at that problem. If your business idea is analogous to a vitamin, then maybe I can take it or leave it. And if I've got other competing priorities, i.e. the headache, I'll spend money on the headache before I spend money on the vitamin. So in the case of our social enterprise, we teach entrepreneurship to kids, which in some regard could be seen as a vitamin, but the problem that it solves is a headache pill type problem. It helps to engage young people in education, it can help them to learn employability skills, and it can help to prepare them for the future of work. It can also help young people who are at risk, or those who have just disengaged from society, from thinking about an alternative career option simply because they may not fit into the traditional mode of work. And for many stakeholders across society, whether it's parents, whether it's schools, whether it's councils, local authority and government, that solves a headache pill problem. Number 2, you're simply just not that passionate about the idea. Now, just because you're good at something, and I can point to loads of people who are really, really good at their job, who are dying at their desk metaphorically, and they're simply not passionate about it, whether or not it's the role or the function they play within that business, or it's the sector. Sometimes it's the other way around. You are passionate about the sector, but you're not passionate about the role that you've ended up playing in the sector. As an example, in one of my previous businesses, which was the digital marketing agency I referred to earlier on in the video, when I was first starting out, I remember that I would rather work on that business than go clubbing with my friends, which to me at the time signaled that I must be really passionate about this if I'm willing to not go to the club and learn more about this business, because that interested me more. And I was really excited about the direction that it could take me. So do not be persuaded by the financial outcome of whatever that business or sector can offer, because every business makes money, every sector makes money. Be persuaded by whether or not you are compelled to start that business, you will enjoy doing that business, and you have an insight, you have an edge, you have seen something that maybe not everyone else has seen that can help you outperform competitors in the market. Number 3 is trying to figure it all out on your own. Now, I'm a big proponent of doing research on the internet, but that's not the only way that you should discover and learn about the industry that you want to go into. Whatever industry it is you want to be a part of, you need to become steeped in that industry. You need to go to the conferences, you need to go to the meetups and the networking events and the online forums and be where those people are at. You've got to be part of that community so that you can become a genuine player in that sector. Otherwise, it's going to become really difficult for you to compete or be able to find this specific gap of value that you can offer in what in most places would be a crowded market to attract your customers or clients. But even from a standing start, there are loads of organizations out there who can help you to think about your business idea, help you to work out whether or not it's for you, whether or not there's a sufficient enough gap in the market, whether you've got all of the tools and insights and skills and training that you need to take that side hustle into something serious. I'll drop some links in the description below to organizations both here in the UK and online portals and apps that exist for anyone globally so that you can decide whether or not it's worth spending any more time on. Don't put heavy expectation on the idea of a business. The idea of a business today means very little. Whether or not you can get sales or usage and have that repeat over a period of time is the thing that everyone is looking for, traction. And the only way you're going to get that is to start something based on an assumption and try and get the advice and the support you need to get some initial traction, some early momentum to demonstrate and qualify whether or not you should be spending any more time on that idea. Number 4, your side hustle was purely inspired by something you saw on TikTok or Instagram Reels. Yes, I'm talking about the vending machines, the Amazon affiliate.
So we've earned Amazon a grand total of £371, but we only made £20 from that.
It's the drop shipping. And dare I say, the crypto to the moon. And all of those other internet side hustles that people are pushing and getting you to sign up for their courses, which, to be honest with you, you have no business doing, because really you're not interested in the actual discipline or the business of itself. You're just interested in the 6-figure promise that has been sold to you by the internet marketer. The honest truth, your side hustle should come from something that you are already interested in, you already have a passion for, or you've got some insight. It could be something that you've developed on your your day job, it could be a hobby that you've been honing and becoming really good at over years and years and years. But really, it's got to be something genuine, because unless you have a competitive advantage in the area of passion, in the area of understanding or insight, then it's going to be very difficult for your side hustle to compete with other people's full-time businesses within the same industry. You've got to find an edge. And last but not least, the number one reason why your side hustle may not be working is because you don't have enough time to make your side hustle your main source of income, or you're not willing to find the time. Now, I remember when I was working full-time in investment banking and I was working on my side hustle, which was our digital marketing agency, I would do some work on the train into work, which would take me about an hour. I would work in my lunch break, and I would also work on the train ride home, and I would do some work in the evenings. Now, this meant that I had to sacrifice time with friends, not going to clubs and parties, all of the dinners and all of the social engagements. I had to cut those out for a while in order to double down on my side hustle, which ended up becoming a real success. So my suggestion is just to be honest. Do you physically have the time? Because in adult life, we've got responsibilities, be they work commitments, and sometimes your work commitment bleeds over into evenings and weekends. We've got friends and family, we've got our own health and well-being. We need to stay woke, we need to do our meditation and go for walks in the park, and all of these other demands that life has of us. We may have an ambition to have a side hustle and for that side hustle to become our main source of income one day, but practically, do you have enough time? And there isn't a right or wrong answer. You're not going to be a failure if your side hustle doesn't take off. Maybe it's not the right time for you. Maybe you need to spend time actually rejigging or reprioritizing other areas of your life so that you have the space for your side hustle to grow into something bigger. And actually, you may not feel that strongly about your side hustle to sacrifice time away from friends, from social engagements, and all of the fun things in life for a short time. You just may think that actually, no, it's just not worth it. And that's fine too. Just be honest with where you are, be grateful for what you have, and keep it moving. Don't be sucked into all of the internet memes and videos telling you you've got to be an entrepreneur and your side hustle has got to take off. It doesn't. It can still just remain a side hustle and bring in some additional income whilst you figure out everything else in life and work. So which one of those do you think is holding your side hustle back? Do let me know in the comments below. And if there are any other problems which you think might be stopping your side hustle from becoming your main source of income, then do let me know below. We'll have a chat about it. I'll catch you on the next episode. Ultra and out.